International Marketing Director of TelexFREE, and we're proud to be in business with you, Mr. Steve Labriola.
Thank you very much, Kelly, and again, thank you for opening the lines up and welcoming people. I know it gets kind of chaotic at times with so many people trying to chime in, and you're always a great help, and I thank you for all that you do to keep these lines organized as people are dialing in. And I heard of the vacation. I've talked to a bunch of the leaders in this southeast corner here, and I heard of some vacations, but I wasn't even on the list. How come I didn't get my vacation? Jeez, you guys are off going on cruises and enjoying yourself. And
Randy will have to get in touch with you on that. Maybe he has some space in the cabin.
You're invited to cruise with us. We got a room for you, so come on down.
I'm sure. I've just got too much on the plate. You enjoy your vacation, and I'll do mine the following week or the following month when we too are cruise in Brazil. So I wanted to hop back on this call the end of the week here and close the week out with some exciting stuff and talk about some stuff that's been many questions about and some other things that have been put on my plate during the week that I really want to cover. And we'll cover a few of these kind of through this call. But starting off, I know that there's been lots of questions about a few items. So today I want to talk about the renewal process. Everybody's been questioning on the 20% renewal. And as I discussed on Tuesday, I believe it was, my days are a blur now, so I know it was earlier this week. On all of the existing contracts, there's a 20% renewal fee, which will be based on your income generated from the previous year. And we are rebuilding our comp plan to actually put more money on the table and work that 20% out in a different way so that nobody has to do this at the end of the year, because I know it's a difficult time, whether you made $100 or you made $1 million at all costs. It's difficult to come up with that. And the way that it basically will work right now in the system, and we are looking at trying to make some changes in it. But right now, if your renewal is going on now or is up real soon, the invoice that will be in your back office will be there only about 10 days before it's due. So what I want to tell everybody to do as we try and adjust that to open that up to a wider window, know your anniversary date, know the date that your contract will be ending, and start putting it aside for that date. There's a number of ways to pay that invoice when you get it in your back office. You can pay it through back office funds if you have it there. You can send a check to corporate. Make sure the invoice number is written on the check. You can you can pay it through e-wallet if you can get that much kind of funding. Depends on the size of your contract renewal. So I just want to let everybody know the way the system is right now, it will arrive in your back office about 10 days before it's due. I'm trying to get that opened up, and I put it out there for Jim, Carlos, and Jay this morning. We all had this discussion, and we're trying to open that up to a wider window of time, but I just wanted everybody to know that as it stands right now in your system, it will arrive 10 days before it's due. So watch your anniversary date. You know, it's like any other bill that you have, your mortgages or whatnot. You know, a mortgage company sends your mortgage out usually about 10 days before it's due, but you know that on the first of the month you're going to have to pay that mortgage. And it's the same here. Just know when you're going to have to pay that invoice. The amount, I'm sure, is you just go into your back office of what you earn and take 20% of it, and that will be the size of that invoice. A lot of people have asked me about paying invoices through e-wallet. We do have a PowerPoint that I've got today. Jay and I were going over it, kind of doing some fine-tuning. We'll make that available at the beginning of the week, but it's really, really simple. There's a number of different ways to do it under there. Basically, just follow the bouncing ball. When you sign up an agent, pay your invoice, it'll get you to sign up and start an e-wallet account. If you want to do it through a cash transaction, you can do it through a cash transaction. Now, e-wallet has a $500 max through a cash transaction through this company called ZipZap. So all you need to do is just, if you're paying a $1,425 invoice, just do it in three different states. You can pay it in three different amounts: 500, 500, and 425. And you can do it all in one transaction. And as soon as you take that ZipZap coupon and you go to your local, there's about 200,000 locations here in the United States. If you go to your local store, let's say it's a 7-Eleven, you go there, you pay at the counter. Before you even get back to your computer, it's already been processed and it's credited that invoice. It's instant. It's very fast. You could still do ACHs. We are clearly doing all we can to get away from credit card transactions. I know that we'll always have them out there. Understand, we will never stop them totally, but they are our biggest nemesis. They are our biggest battle because of many things. Chargebacks, people will come in, they'll buy things, and over the course of the past 90 days, all of you that have been with TelexFREE for all this period have seen all of the tough times with credit card issues, with fraud and with theft. And we have now got our credit card fraud number down to an acceptable level, finally. So we're going to move forward the way we're moving forward right now. But we really would like to just, ACHs, there's no chargeback. You know, and all of you people out there that want to come into business, that want to build a legitimate business, then you should say, you know what, let's just do it whatever way is legitimate. We're not going to lose money. The company's going to stay afloat, and nobody's going to lose it here. So we do all we can not to do credit cards. They are still there, but go through e-wallet. As I said, I've got a PowerPoint on my desktop that going over, just kind of fine-tuning it. It was given to us by e-wallet, put it together for us. It's really simple. They made some real positive changes back there today, making it even easier to go through the e-wallet process. And as we integrate on a weekly basis and add new products, the whole e-wallet integration will become easier and easier. Something that was put on my plate today, and this comes on my plate or my desk many, many, many times, and I want all of you out there to know how serious we are about cross-recruiting. We do not approve of it. Your upline got you in this business for a reason. They saw something in you, or whether you met them at a coffee shop, you asked them about it, they got in the business, you got in with them. Have respect for the person that got you in the business and build your business there. They offered you the opportunity that you may never have seen before if they didn't get you in the business. And have some respect, have some ability to stand up and be the person that you are and build your business there so that they can get some residual from your business. And do not move. Do not go try to start another business in another organization because somebody's painting a better picture for you. Everybody in this company has the same opportunity. Everybody in this company has the same business plan, has the same products, has the same services, and you have to understand that we're growing our company, and we're going to keep growing our company. And stuff is, if I have documented proof that John Doe has been cross-recruiting into another group or cross-recruiting people from another group, we'll go in there and cancel that position. Very, very serious. A lot of people have asked me about MFA, the financial product. When is my MFA going live? We want MFA. We all want MFA. It looks like it's going live Monday. It's pretty much past all of its testing stages. And we have just one more thing that one of the IT guys wanted to work on. So we said, work on it over the weekend, not a big deal. So everybody that has sent in their pre-registration email, I would have to say that by midday Monday, you're probably going to get your email back saying MFA is up and live. Here's the link. Click on it and start using it. Start selling it. You'll have the page available to sell. We're really, really excited about it. It has been in the making for months. Big Godwin, Joe Kraft, they've been great in keeping us in the loop, keeping us abreast of the company, telling us where they are, what they're doing. Our IT department and their IT department have been working diligently to make sure that it all comes together fine so that you all understand our system is hard-coded, and technically that doesn't really mean much to me. I'm not a software guy, but the word hard tells me that it's challenging. But really what it is it was hard-coded for one product. So to try to add more products in, which is what we're doing, which is what we will always be doing now going forward, has been very challenging. So this integration of this first product, we got to make sure that if somebody is on a certain level, the right commissions are paid to the right people that are qualified, that are in the upline. So it's very, very challenging. It's not just like going out selling a new product. There's a lot of technical stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Commissions on MFA will be the same as what you have, 2% on every level, 10% on personal. And we're pretty much going to keep that plan on all of our products as we go forward. If we've got something that needs some adjustment for whatever reason, we'll make sure we let everybody know on it. But MFA, the financial product, is very exciting. And what I'm most excited about is that it's going to start changing the financial status of people's lives. They can spend money. We all get income. We all get increased income. And with this opportunity, I know that lots of you out there that are getting incredible increased income. And I love it. It's really exciting. Well, now we're actually going to have a product there that you can actually manage your increased income and build your future, early retirement, pay off bills early, no mortgages, no car payments. It's phenomenal that we have this about to be up and running for everybody. We had a great week in our customer service meetings. We had Ernie come up from Florida. We're putting together some aggressive actions to repair our customer service. And what it is that we've all just grown globally so fast that we here in the office have been flooded. You all, whoever's been on board since back at the beginning of the year with our first ticket system that was failing, we flushed it, started a new ticket system. The second ticket system, in my eyes, is failing because there's so many tickets out there. But we keep moving in the right direction. We've got an outside company that we've hired in. We are now taking all of what they do and all of what we do and integrating it together so that you'll all have one resource to go to for customer service. And that one resource will either get your question answered or your question will be responded to you within a day to get the solution you need. But I'm feeling that you're going to get an answer in that first because we went through the bulk of the questions and the issues that come to our customer service, both here, Brazil, and in Florida. And I'm pretty sure that we've got the right solution that's going to iron them all out quickly. So on a daily basis, we're doing all we can to move to the right area. We want all of you out there to have the best opportunity on the planet. We want all of you to have the best products, the best services. And, you know, if somebody isn't getting the right service, then in their eyes, all of the service fails. If somebody makes a payment and it doesn't get credited as fast as they want, then in their eyes, nobody's payments are getting credited. So I want all of you out there to know that we are processing thousands upon thousands of transactions a day, both from agents, customer service, paying out and paying in, that are all going through. So the ones that aren't going through, it's a much smaller percentage than it used to be, but I can promise you that we will keep working them to get them to where we want them to be. Cellular, we're all wondering, Telex Mobile, where's Telex Mobile? We want Telex Mobile. I want Telex Mobile. I want to be able to pick my phone up and say, I'm using Telex Mobile in all my coffee shops, wherever I go, and I am so incredibly excited about that product. We're still on track for the first quarter 2014, and that brings us into where we're going for 2014. The launch of two major products for us, the end of this year, the beginning of next year, the launch of the changes that will be taking place at our comp plan. You all understand that the requirement for customers is going to be easier. It's going to be mandatory, and it's going to generate more revenue for every single agent out there. I hope you all understand what that's going to do for your business and your income, because we have agents out there that are in the business that are just advertising and they don't have customers. Well, they're going to have a customer to get paid. Well, for that one customer that they have, or two customers, or three, or whatever they have, there's only going to generate more revenue for all of the agents in the business, including them. You know, in our system, they sell a product back to us for $20 that they didn't sell. But if they sold the product, they would have made more money on that product. So we're all moving in the right direction. And we're all moving in the direction to maintain compliance, to maintain incomes for everybody, to increase customer service so that all of you out there get the things that you need. We clearly want to be a global company that is a household name in everyone's home in a positive note. I take pride in what I do on a daily basis, and I don't feel good or comfortable if anybody comes to me and says, Steve, this isn't working, and I wish that I had to fix everybody's problem instantly. I don't have those fixes instantly. But I will keep moving forward to get those fixes and get everybody where they need to be comfortable in their business. And we have the right opportunity for everybody, and we're making it better on a daily basis. We're partnering up with some great companies. And on the cell product, as I said on my call earlier this week, just never, ever, ever print the names of the four major carriers. You can say all day long, we are switching on the four major carriers in this country, but don't print their names, because they don't want to see the names in print until we grow to a point where they can say, oh, yeah, TelexFREE, absolutely, use our name. You guys have 1 million customers, which I do believe we will reach. So I wanted to just run through these things and answer some questions and answer some issues that have been on the table. And I really want all of you to know how serious we are about cross-recruiting. Please don't do it. I want all of you to have a future. I want all of you to stay in the business and to grow to where people are. And don't try to paint a different picture for them, that they can have something better on your side or your fence or your yard, because they can't. It's all the same. And all of the leaders that I have that connect to me, I do my best to stay connected to all of them. Some of them talk to me every day. Some of them talk to me once a week. But they all have me available for them in every leg that comes into this company, and every leg upline. There is somebody up there that comes to me. So stay where you are. Stay connected to your business and grow your business where you are, and have an incredibly, incredibly bright future.
Hey, Steve, it's Kelly. Hey, Steve, I wanted to make sure, matter of fact, Randy and I were talking about this the other day, going, man, we got something so special here with TelexFREE, and no matter what you do, you know, you got to get started somewhere. And, you know, the proof's in the pudding that TelexFREE is already, you know, changing so many people's lives. And you know, when I was talking to Randy, I said, man, I am going to take care of my grass. I am going to water my grass. I am going to seed my grass. I am going to mow my grass. So my analogy there is no matter what business you do, you know what, you're always going to have to take care of your baby. And that's no different than TelexFREE, is that, you know, we need to be here, and we already see it growing, I mean, massively, the numbers every single day. But people have to start somewhere, and it starts with them. And, you know, so I think the thing to do is, you know, everything coming about with TelexFREE, you know, we've got to, you know, keep watering our own lawn and just take care of it. Sorry, Randy, you were jumping in there?
Oh, no problem, Kelly. I'm here. Appreciate that comment. And Steve, guys, I want to make sure that everybody knows that this is really, really important. I mean, I know it's going to be a lot easier to get customers. And Steve, thank you so much for the Telex Mobile. as well as the My Financial Plan. And when you think about that, I mean, I'm looking right now in my household what I pay just in cell phone bills alone, guys. I'm going to save about $250 a month just on switching 3 phones over. So I know it'll be absolutely powerful. But here's the key, guys, that I want everybody to know. And again, we tried to explain this on Wednesday, but I want to make it more clear for everyone. There's going to be thousands of people getting on to the My Financial Plan on Monday. Many of us have established organizations, and in fact, over the next 30 days, you might see hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people between now and the next 90 days just on that My Financial Plan. According to the residual income, guys, this is different than the weekly residual. The weekly residual is basically we're getting as people are selling packages back to the company. The My Financial Plan, everyone that gets on that product, they're basically customers that are going to be purchasing the product and on that every single month. And as you know, we always talk about that 6 or 5 levels of additional residual income. This is where this is key, and that's why we want everybody to know. It doesn't matter what 5 customers you have. They could be 5 phone customers or 5 VoIP customers. That's going to qualify you for 5 levels of income. If you've only got 3 personal customers, you're only going to get 3 levels of income. I'm saying that because thousands of people are going to start to appear on Monday and Tuesday on that My Financial product. So if you look at your top or your main center, and if that's the center you've been sponsored from, and your personal center only has 3 customers, you're only going to earn the residual income off of 3 levels. It has nothing to do with the rest of the comp plan. We're just letting you know that as all those people jump onto the My Financial Plan, if you've got 5 levels of consultants underneath you or promoters, and they've all got customers, but you only have 3 personal customers, even if they're just VoIP customers, you're only going to be qualified to earn off of 3 levels of income. So, I'm telling everybody, and we're teaching this now on all of our calls, if you want to make sure that you don't miss a single thing, make sure by Monday that everybody on this line has 5 personal, even if they're VoIP customers, make sure you have that in there because you don't want to miss out on any of that income that is going to automatically start self-generating starting from Monday on. And, of course, you guys know it's just going to get even better as they add the Telex Mobile. So you're looking at potentially the average person having 5, 10, 20 customers. So that is a lot of serious residual income. So I just want to make sure that everybody's clear on that because we weren't too clear on that on Wednesday. So, Steve, thank you so much for that and clarifying a lot of information about the 20% and where everybody is headed. So thank you very much. Great call.
Okay, so Randy, so what you're saying is through the weekend, we need to be thinking about those 5 customers so when Monday comes around, everybody will be prepared.
Absolutely, so we won't lose any money. Is Steve still on the line with us? Do we still have Steve, or did we lose him?
Thinking that for some reason at the end I thought he dropped there off the call.
Okay, okay, we may have lost Steve. So again, guys, that's very, very important. We want to make sure that everybody fully understands that. And I'm excited about what Steve said, and I appreciate everybody getting on the call again.
Are you still there? Randy?
Hey, we can hear you now. Go ahead, Steve. We thought you had
sorry
lost
about that. I was trying to talk, but I think my headset died on me. I could hear you clearly. Thank you for that input. And absolutely, you know what? Getting qualified for all 5 levels. Yeah, we have a comp plan here that will pay you huge. And as customers come in your organization and start using these new products and services, which they absolutely will start doing, it's going to increase your income trifold. It's going to grow really, really fast. So thank you for that, Randy, and Kelly, thank you. And again, I want to thank all of you for everything that you do out there, but keep running with your business. Keep going out and get customers, because if anybody ever comes to you and says anything about your business, bring in customers. That will, by all means, get us to the next year, the year after, the year after, the year after, the year after, and so on and so forth. It's all about customers. This is why we're bringing in more and more products so that it's easier for all of you out there to generate more income for you, more customer base. Makes it an awesome, awesome opportunity. So I want to thank all of you, and thank you, Randy and Kelly, for your input.
Steve, one quick question before you go, because a lot of people are typing in the same question. So
Sure.
you're saying that under the new compensation enhancements that they're going to be put in, where we're going to be making more money, that 20% that people are paying, is that going to be done away with under the new compensation plan for people coming in at that time?
Yeah, well, it's a good question. Really, the 20%, so that everybody knows, it really it pays the company for really for growing and doing all the things we do. So the way the new comp plan and the changes we want to have in place is that if you're an ad family and you're getting $100 a week to advertise once you have your customers, then it'll get $80 a week, so that you'll never have a big chunk at the end of the year. Now, I'm not sure if that's exactly how it will work, but it basically will work so that there's more income opportunity on the table for you, because there'll be more different types of bonuses, but yet the 20% that we're needing to function the company will basically come out through the year, and it won't even affect you. You won't even see it that way. Because to go to the end of the year and then have to pay it back, is we're trying to get away from that. We want to make it easier for everybody, but it will clearly be the richest comp plan on this planet, so it's very exciting.
And we greatly appreciate that answer. And then the other thing is, when people are asking, as they renew right now and they pay the 20%, does that keep their same position in the tree, in the binary tree? Absolutely.
They stay exactly where they are, and everybody that renews below them, it's just everybody stays there, and it just kicks as Santiago says, it kicks the boom, boom, boom again.
You mean bonuses again?
Yes, bonuses again. Isn't that terrible?
Off the same people as they renew, that is absolutely phenomenal. Oh. And I do know that as people produce and have the customers, we'll continue to earn the residual income off the customers. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes. The residual off the customers will stay there. That'll be your retirement thing. It'll just keep growing and coming in, and more products that we put in. And I'll tell you what, guys, I can't say enough about 2014, because we are incredibly fired up. We're going to go down to Brazil, and I know, Randy, you're going on a cruise now, but everybody else that can make it to that cruise in Brazil, we're going to have a ball, because it's going to roll out the end of this year before the holidays. We're going to come home, roll into the holidays, and we're going to start January kicking, and you watch what happens in 2014. And every one of your businesses, 2014 is going to be your biggest year ever, and it's going to grow from there. So thank you all. And is that it, Randy?
Yep, thanks a lot, Steve.
Hey,
we appreciate
Steve and Randy, I wanted to get everybody to go vote for TelexFREE, if I could announce that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go do it. We're already number one. Keep us up there.
Yeah. If everybody goes to www.businessforhome.org, once again, that's businessforhome.org. And let me make sure, there's a long link for people to get there. But if you go to, like I said, the main website is www.businessforhome.org. And there's like a search box on the right side of the website. You can put in companies in that search box, companies 2014 in the search box. And then you'll see the poll comes up, and it's called the top direct selling companies in the world in 2014. And we are already number one on that website, and we have 23% of the entire votes. So there's only one vote per IP. Or if cheating is involved, we will be kicked off the board. I'm saying there's already been a company that was doing some cheating there, and they've been removed from that vote. But it's one vote per person. I'm sorry?
Kelly, can I just interrupt you for 1 second? I've got to actually run down to a meeting. So you can keep telling them all this. Everybody, I want to just say, I hope all of you make it an awesome weekend, an awesome day. Thank you for everything, and we'll be hooking back up sometime next week. I got to just run to a meeting. So, Kelly, you can re-inform them, and thank you so much, everybody.
We look